Meeting to order. Roll call.
Genslinger,
Here.
Dunkel, Hilloyd,
Here.
Osterloo,
Here.
Schmitz, Schurz,
Here.
Sonny,
Here.
Bathke. We have a quorum.
Any conflicts? Seeing none, we're moving on to approving the agenda.
Move to approve.
Second. Moving to second that we approve the agenda. Any further discussion? We have nobody in the audience. We're ready to vote. Then all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Next item would be to approve the minutes from the previous meeting. Vote to approve.
Second.
Moving to second that we approve them. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried. Next meeting would be March 23rd.
Set the date.
Second. Moving to second that we set the date for March 23rd. Any further discussion? We're ready to vote then. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried. First item on the agenda then is a variance permit for Stephen and Trudy Morgan. They've applied for a variance permit for side corner yard setback at 17.5 versus 20 foot for an addition. Located at 1421 Mitchell Boulevard. Property is zoned R2 single family residential. Mark.
Notices were sent out to the neighbors, published in the paper, signs posted. There were 4 responses in favor that made the packet, 2 responses in favor that didn't make the packet, didn't have any comments on it, so I didn't print it off for you. Applicant, based on their application, they'd like to tear down the existing screened-in porch and build a bigger one. The existing is about a 10 by 10. They want to do a 14 by 14 for better living accommodations. If you look on the GIS, it's this blue box right here, which on this, it's this part right here of the building that they'd like to tear down, build a bigger one so they can have more space in their area for that screened-in porch. It's outside the site triangle by plenty. I can answer any questions that you have.
So is the addition going to come further south than it is now?
Yeah, it comes a little further south than what it is now.
And is it going to be further south than the corner of the garage?
It's going to be,
It looks like the garage is maybe our worst case scenario on that
I
property.
think it comes a little bit further south than what the garage is
A
at.
little bit.
Yep.
Okay.
It's just the corner really getting close in.
Yep, 17 and a half versus 20. And that is a vacated alley right there as well. It's just not been shown on the GIS map.
It looks to me like the house is in the 20 foot as well. So we're not necessarily making this worse. Or is it?
The house isn't in the 20 foot. When they built this 10 by 10, that is at 20 foot back from the right of way.
Mm.
So by extending it, that's where it comes into the side corner.
Have you seen a plan for this?
They had the old plan that had the 10 by 10 on there showing the 20 foot at that location. And then they measured it out to get to the 17 and a half.
Like, we're so close. My question is, can they just shift that addition up? Not having seen a plan, I don't know what the hardship is.
I can only tell you from what they have on their application.
Well, they do build in angles too.
I'm just going to chime in here. Just looks to me like, my opinion, it's not going to really matter if they bump it to the south because that large tree is going to block everything anyhow.
As long as the tree's there, yeah.
As long as the tree is there, that is true.
And they're far back, they're quite a ways off the corner.
Yeah.
And the alley is vacated, so nobody's gonna be coming out of the alley for traffic. Yeah, they came with the original plan, the guy showed it far enough off, and I said, well, you measure from the street, not the side, the property line, they have to measure, then they come up where they're at.
I guess so. Back to what I said, is the tree in the site triangle?
No.
Nope.
Site triangle's 35 by 35 from
Way out the
way
gutter.
out there. in the gutter.
When we go to measure sites around the corner, if we have one that's in discrepancy that, like, lit in the chief police or one of the police will come out and measure with me, will measure from the gutter pan 35 one way and 35 the other way, and you gotta be clear out there.
I'm not necessarily opposed to it. I'm just asking the questions.
I understand.
Yeah, and I'm trying to understand the hardships of it too, so.
Well, if they plotted all the lots nice and square, it'd be. not
Yes.
hard.
Yeah, no point.
Great
Yeah.
big long triangle around that. We got several of those around the college like that. It was ornate. It was really nice when they built the college years ago.
What do you think, guys?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve it.
Moved and seconded that we approve it as presented. Is there any further discussion? All right, we're ready to vote then. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried. Next item is a variance permit for David Baker. He's applied for a variance permit for a front yard setback of 9.9 versus 25 feet for a 3 Seasons porch addition. This is located at 400 West 14th Avenue. Property is zone R4 high density residential district. Mark.
Notices were sent out to neighbor, published in the paper, signs posted. There were no responses for or against this. The applicant would like to replace the existing deck and bring it out a little bit further to make a 3 season porch. He is replacing his water and sewer line. So he's gonna take off the deck, so that's why he wants to rebuild and extend it a little bit further. He said that his overhang right outside the door is falling into deterioration, so he wanted to just replace that, but then he thought if he could do the variance to come out further, he thought he'd go that route. I told him if he replaced just the existing overhang, we'd allow that without having to do the variance portion of it because it's right outside the door safety. But with him wanting to do the 3 Season sun porch, and he does have a survey with it. It was surveyed back when he had the existing or the variances back in about 2021. Can answer any questions that you have for me with this.
What was the previous variance? I vaguely remember it. Was its backyard setback or was it?
It was garage and side yard setbacks.
Yeah, he had the opportunity to build it within the setbacks, but he chose to go with the line of the house that's
Yeah.
existing is what he did.
He's right south of Crawls, right?
I struggle with this one because that garage is a monstrosity and it's on top of Sanborn, and now we're gonna add even more to it. I think we voted against it. Maybe council approved it. I don't know how that went, but I don't know that I would have approved that.
And this is on the corner of the line sites, everything is,
That's why
Okay.
his fence was back where it's at.
yeah.
We had to measure that one.
So he puts a 3 season room there. What keeps him from 3 years down the road and closing it all and just making it a permanent 4 season
Well,
addition?
that's why we're treating it the way we are. We're treating it like as if he's building on it anyway. It's an
So
addition.
it really doesn't matter.
So he can
It's
close
an
it
addition.
later.
It's the roof line where we're gonna measure from. If you would close it in, the rest of it, you'd practically meet building envelope with some insulation in the footing and there and such. But you make a good point. What do we catch that 10 years from now if he does it? It's hard to go back and catch all those.
Right, if he enclosed it, he'd be required to come in for another building permit.
Just like somebody puts a little unattached garage out back, and the next thing you know, you come back 10 years later and they've attached it, and there's no building envelope, and they've heated it. It's we talked about that a couple weeks ago. It's a building officials meeting. It's happens all over.
Sure.
Did you get any letters back? There's nothing in our.
Nothing.
Well, it'd be different if it's on the other corner, for the turning around in that, but, you're coming off Sanborn and Bush straight across, I don't see.
Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, we're ready for a motion. I would say either way, let's put it in the positive so we can vote yes or no.
I'll make the motion then.
We have a motion to approve
Yes.
I'll second that.
and a second. Any further discussion on the motion? We still have no audience members. Let's go voice vote, please.
Helloyd,
Aye.
Osterloo,
No,
Schurz,
No.
Sonny,
No.
Genslinger.
No.
Motion failed.
Next item on the agenda is a plan approval for Hot Shots Espresso located at 322 East Havens Avenue, zoned highway-oriented business district.
Applicant would like to put a bigger building where their existing is. Right now, they have an existing of 8x12. They'd like to bring in a 12x16. It won't be any further to the south, so we'll meet the 30-foot front yard setback. There won't be a deck with it at all. Back in 2013, they came in for the plan approval for their existing building, so we're following that same procedure for this one. Can answer any questions you have.
This is a permanent structure with footings, foundations, plumbing, all
No.
that, or is it a floating?
It's a floating, just like their existing is. They don't have water or sewer to the building. They have to haul that in. They do use the building to the north for their sanitary if they have to go in and use the restrooms.
Questions, comments? Hearing none, we're ready for a motion.
I move to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded that we recommend approval. Any further discussion?
This would not be recommendation.
This is just an approval, huh?
I don't know how much you wanna open a can of worms here.
Go ahead.
We can talk about that at a different time.
Okay, good enough.
All right, we're ready to vote then. All in favor,
so
say
much
aye.
for the can.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried. Any other business come before this board? Hearing none, we're ready for public input. If you need to address the board on an item that was not on the agenda, excluding personnel items, please come forward to the podium and state your name and your concern. Presentations are limited to 3 minutes. Items will be considered, but no action will be taken at this time. Seeing no one coming forward, we are adjourned.